Welcome to Mercy's Designs. My name is Mercy and I demonstrate Stampin' Up products. Today I'm going to show you this triple easel slimline card and how you can just fold it all down and put it in a normal size business envelope. So it's, I made some modifications from other ones I've seen, mostly this back panel. So in here I have another easel. And that is very simple to make, but what I liked about it is instead of having it come into the card and you couldn't really see these panels, it makes it more, you can see the whole thing. So I will show you how to make the base first of all, and then we'll do a little stamping. The stamp sets that I used are Prince and Princess and Way to Go. Both of these are going to be retiring in May. So if you want them, get them soon. The one is the Prince and Princess is a hostess set. So what I won't be showing a ton of is like coloring because I want to make this video reasonably short. So again, that's how it folds up, and then it's very simple. You just put it behind these stoppers. So as you know, I do like having templates. I think it really explains a lot. So this is a little stiff, but what I wanted to show is how I made this. And this is my template for the easel. And I'll explain and show all this when I do this. So here you're angling, cutting here. This one is across and then angling here. So let's get started. I have a base, this particular card I'm now going to make it a masculine card, so I have changed it around quite a bit and I will explain further. So here is my original card, had these items, and this new one will have this paper and so on. I wanted to make it into a masculine card, so that's how I'm going about it. All right, so this piece of cardstock measures 7 inches by 8 1/4. Now this is almost a standard slimline, smaller slimline card. However, that 8 1/4 is different. Normally it's 8 1/2. So I just wanted to really make note of that. So I'm going to first of all just put my paper in my trimmer, and I'm going to score at 3 1/2 so that this is the 7-inch side. So just right down, and now we have paper like this. Now I do suggest going ahead and burnishing at this point before you do the next step. It'll just make it a little easier to see the score line when you're cutting. So some of you might have seen my previous video where I showed the triple easel card, where it's the diagonal one. I guess I can't quite think of the name. Anyway, this is sort of that idea, but quite a bit different. So I am going to now bring my paper in, and to get thirds out of this 8 1/4, I am going to be cutting at 2 3/4. So I'm just lining up here. Here, I just want to make sure I can see it. And now I'm going to use my blade and cut up right to the center score line. So I'm just stopping there, and that's that. So now I can move it down and cut it, that would be 5 1/2 right here, and cut up. Or if you're a little concerned and want to make sure these are exactly the same, and if you got your measurement a little off, the center one would be slightly different, you could do it this way. So I'm just going to then, once again, see, I already have it off. Good catch, right? And then just cut right up there. Okay, so now we're ready to start the fun part. Now, this is seriously, the only confusing part. But if you keep in mind a few tricks, it shouldn't be too difficult. You just need to go from here to here, and from this one from here to here. So one thing you should probably do is keep your flaps inside. It'll make it easier when you're trying to find your score line. So what I'm going to do is pop this down and then line up my score line right here. And this is obviously a little harder. Yeah. Okay. Let's hope for the best, huh? Okay, I think that should be pretty good. It's obviously easier when you're not trying to work around a camera. Okay, so there we have that one. And now I'm going to do the same thing here, but I'm going to twist it this direction. So again, you're thinking angles both of these ways. So this one, just going to pop that back in. I'm looking at in that well to make sure I got it straight. And then I'm scoring. Now for this one, we are just going to simply do half of it. So what I will do is fold these back, and I will line this up for 1 3/4. I had to check my paper. So right here. So now we will burnish score lines, and we are done with that temporarily until we do the easel portion. So obviously this one's super easy. You just line it up and score. So this one I want to be valley because eventually it's going to go back. We're going to go backwards with that one. These we will want to go inward, so the opposite. So these will be mountain. So, and this one, so same idea. And seriously, this is the hardest part, and this is not that hard, as you can see. Once you get into a groove with this, it's very simple. Okay, so it's starting to take shape, as you can see. But now I'm going to temporarily put this aside, bring back in our scoring board, our trimmer, and we're going to get our piece for the little easel for the center panel. So again, here is my template, and we will be scoring at a 1/2 inch. We're just going over here because it's easier. You have more leverage there. And then we're going to line this up again at 1 1/2 inches. This is just super simple. Okay, well, if I can line it up quickly. I want to make sure I'm in screen. And now we're going to go over to 2 1/2 and score again. So now we have the center. I'm going to move this out of the way. So we're going to burnish this. And then these, we're going to pop them up like this. Just super straightforward that way. Okay, so that is what we have now. You just want it kind of like that when you're done. Now you can use liquid glue or you can use tear and tape. And for this, I'm just going to go ahead and add some tear and tape. I like that how strong the tear and tape is for this, but I'm sure glue would be strong enough too. It really doesn't have a ton of weight on it or anything. So I'm just going to add this here, and we will bring back in our base. So how I attach this, it's very straightforward. I'm gonna have to turn it around though, just so you can see it a little better. So all we're doing here, I'm gonna take off one end, is I'm going to add this in, well, actually, yeah, okay. This is, I'm confusing myself now. I'm having a moment. Okay, yeah, this is fine. So what we're going to have eventually, okay, is to have it attached this way. So I'm just going to go for it. Make sure you don't go too far down, but you notice I'm doing the same color paper, the Poppy Parade, and that's because I want it to really blend in. So then I'm going to flip this and flip it onto itself like that. And now it is all set. So it flips back like that. So I like to decorate the inside here because you see a ton of it when you have it. So I am using the DSP from Hey Sports Fan, and I thought the white just really made it pop actually. We already have a dark blue. This is the Night of Navy. Kind of hate to cut all that up, but I really like that wood grain on the Night of Navy color. So just going to pop this in place. And this is a 1/4 inch, an 1/4 inch border all around. Here, I think I could have gotten that a little straighter. Okay, and now we'll just quickly add this. So from here on out, it's basically going to be building. So I will speed the next part up and you can just watch as I put this together. So I realized that I made one little mistake here, and that is I forgot to secure the feet. I intentionally did not put dimensionals that far down. So they're just like floating, their legs. And I wanted to show a really quick, easy solution to do something like, if you had to fix something like that. So just put some glue on a paper, a scrap paper, then put it between and then hold it down like that. And this will solve your problem immediately and quite painlessly, I might add, if you forget to do something like that. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would definitely appreciate a thumbs up as well. I hope this card, you will give it a try. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you have any stamping needs, please contact me at mewants3@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to help you place an order with the host code. I will show my other card once again, and you can see the feminine version versus the masculine version. I think they're both really super cute, and don't miss out on this stamp set, the Way To Goat. It's super cute. My family raised goats when I was a kid, so I have a real special interest, and will always keep this stamp set no matter how long it's been out of circulation and retired. So here we go, and you can see it will just fold up for mailing purposes. So there we go. Happy stamping.